I'm glad it's working this time. Trying to get the thumbnail going, guys. Just give me a bit. Usually I put the thumbnail on after the episodes are done. Trying to get the thumbnail ready this time. Hate that I have to edit one of my own characters for it. But oh well. Gotta do what you gotta do for the views. Even if that sometimes means positivity. Or maybe sometimes negativity. Whatever. I'll start it up in a bit though, guys, don't worry. But yeah. Before I do start up, you guys are ready for more voice acting cringe, because we're gonna be back. We are currently back with the second episode for DDLC, everybody. Like I did say, I'm making this a live streaming series. So that means every single episode is going to be streamed. Now how fun is that, huh? Instead of, like, you know, making videos like usual, I decided to just kick it up a notch and, you know, start the live stream DDLC. Because who wouldn't want to live stream DDLC? I think this should be good for next character to use on this. I guess, I don't know. I'm just gonna put the phone down. I'll continue working on the thumbnail later, but we are back again with the second episode of DDLC. We're just gonna get right into it. So lastly, where we left off, I believe, was here. So, let's continue. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. Is my mic muted? Okay, no, it isn't. Just wanted to make sure. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Logan. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you, isn't it? What's simple things with you anyway? Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that, all of a sudden? No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? Simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So whether you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves to one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. You feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? Oh, eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Logan to let me borrow some money. That's... Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... No, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right. Though, I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Still, when coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face. It tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yeah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki. She wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down to the... Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica just a club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano?
interested in why you played music as well, Monica.
I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! Sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Logan. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escape. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori's somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as he retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts to her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... That's not really how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Logan in club activities?
My mouth gaps. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Logan.
Yuri quickly exits the room as I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but doesn't it right for Monica to judge people like that?
Logan, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions, and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Logan, being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that. But I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Logan, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything's fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. I don't know if that's the right temperature for water, because the boiling point for it is 180 degrees, I believe.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and began measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Logan. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Logan, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I could bring my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry. I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. Now I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori. from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but just being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not even holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Sorry. For the record though, Yuri is one of my favorite DDLC characters. Like, I played... That's what I'm trying to say. I've played the Finance Funkin' Doki Doki Takeover mod before, so I already know about the main four characters, Natsuki, Sayori, Monica, and Yuri. But like, even outside of that, Yuri's just always been my favorite. I just don't know why. Like, Yuri's my #1 favorite, then followed up by Monica, and Sayori and Natsuki are tied. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. It was all my willpower to focus on reading. For a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
You sure?
Of course.
I was saying how Yuri's one of my favorites. This is just goddamn adorable. Just the beauty in her eyes. Call me a simp all you fucking want, I don't care. I'm a certified Yuri simp, okay? Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. After simply puts the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. There's the widening in her eyes! Her expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Logan?
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. And that's something that friends do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was.
Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gone really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. Bro, I could just notice her eyes moving. That is, oh my, that is so creepy. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I swear to God. I noticed her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raised my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I touch the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. And then it suddenly cuts to...
Bro, stop being scared. You're not even at the horror part yet.
Bro, leave me be.
Okay, everyone.
What?
Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Logan, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor, and I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily calm down without so much as a word between us. Get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Alright, well, who do I show my poem to first? Of course, last episode, when I first showed my poem, it was to Yuri. I did notice I was starting to pick a lot more darker things, so I'm guessing in a way that I just have more of a tension towards Yuri in a way. I think I'm probably going to go make the list a little differently. So Monica, Natsuki, Sayori, and then Yuri. Since I did notice every now and then I did pick options of Sayori's liking as well. So I'm just going to start with Monica.
Hi again, Logan. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I won't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like lights turn on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
You completely misunderstood.
Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Monica kind of whispers the last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh? Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Okay, this one's a little long. Let's see. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless... What does that say? Cacophony? I have no idea what that word is. I've never seen that word. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Or tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a Vinley on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That's interesting. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? And that's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
She just broke the fucking fourth wall. Damn. She broke the fourth wall. Believe me, my character Nexa, she would not like that. For the record, Nexa is one of my original characters that I made. She's like a narrator in a way. I'm probably going to be a little bit, though. It won't be too long, though, but after I am back, we will continue. I don't know how long we're making episode 2, but after episode 2, I'm going to try and see maybe Friday if I can get episode 3 done. Saturday, episode 4 is definitely going to happen, and I feel like I might make it a long one, like a pretty long one. And Sunday's just going to be my rest day. I'm probably going to see maybe some days if I can stream some Monster Hunter, since I got that now, too. But yeah, BRB. Alright, and I've returned. Now it's your turn. Well, I can admit that's better than the last one. So let's see if you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like it at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep surrounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean... Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what it is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki just to pull my hand and her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, then don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless it was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. Because Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Well, damn. What's Yuri? Ooh, I like this one, Logan. There's some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. I'm not
very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
Not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Oh, see, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. You're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. But sometimes I like sad poems too. It's a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad. Can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain clouds a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Logan. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Alright. That is also long. I'm sad I couldn't read the Natsuki's because she didn't like mine. Alright. Bottles. I pop up my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets, hiding in a notebook and crannies. Hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up and in come my friends. If they come in such a hurry, do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends. My friends weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Look at me, a popsicle though, I mean. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Not thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like it was meant to express myself this way. Even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sirius always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Then, of course, we save to me, best girl for last, Yuri.
Let's see what you've written today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Logan, this might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. Wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
That's decently long.
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon as urge? The raccoon and urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a lot more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poems as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you ever anything like that, Logan?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has to know something like that. It's best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Logan.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice thing. A really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just a moment where time just seems to disappear.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. What instead of embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members? That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay?
We won't need much more than a few decorations.
Sarah's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the events. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. The cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. They're always putting it in on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Siri's been coloring a poster bolted up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from.
Remember, Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kinda overlooked that. So, I'm sorry.
But I still think we should give it our best.
We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share them with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
Sayori looks worried. Guess that leaves me no choice.
I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri detectively glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This clip is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica. This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica threw her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She then stands behind a podium. The title of its poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting the poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, and bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Terry looks amazed. Yuri had an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. You ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glanced at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. It must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone's stunned. Yuri snaps back at the rail and glances around, and she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone just me afterwards, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, guess I'm next then. Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think of it much. But hearing it from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. That I could get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori! Even Logan liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere, the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Let me go before Logan. I'm not going to accompany to you guys anyway. Might as well let Logan lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. No, just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finished, I receive an applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah.
Maybe.
Alright then. Just leave you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki would take a breath, and once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, right? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it will be the other way around for you. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry much about the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Making sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival. Okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. Should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting on all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, and so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this.
Alright.
I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Here's for the sake of the club, and impressing Monica. Then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. Kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Logan. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. about something from earlier. I like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What should you do? What kind of question is that?
You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Oh no! Oh. I really got a choice here. Oh.
It's like we've been walking home with Sayori for the past few days, but walking home with Yuri would be interesting. Oh shit. I'm choking on my drink. Fuck. What do I choose?
This one's actually difficult. What do I choose?
Oh, such a difficult choice. Like, I'm used to walking home with Natsuki. Like, I'm used to walking home with Sayori. And she asks the question if, like, for instance, Yuri would ask if I could walk home with her. Oh, that's difficult. That's actually really difficult. Hey.
This one is actually tough. I never thought I would actually have trouble choosing.
I mean, as I said, I'm a Yuri simp, but it just still feels natural to walk home with Sayori. Oh no, what do I pick? What do I pick? I'm actually lost. I am actually lost. This is probably one of the toughest choices I thought I would ever get. Oh, fuck, man. I've never had this much issue choosing compared to now. Like with the poems it was fine, but now I gotta pick. So Sayori says if Yuri would ask, for instance, if you could walk home with her, what would you do?
I was like, Yuri knows her way home, so I don't know if she wouldn't really mind it. I would feel like Sayori would probably kind of get lost, though. I feel like it would still be better to walk home with Sayori. Though... well, I'm having a feeling this first choice could actually change everything. It could change stuff between me and Sayori a lot. I'm sorry, Sayori. Walking home with Yuri, huh? What is the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for it to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... It's just she's so beautiful and smart. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know.
Need you? Sayori, I can figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry.
Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes me happy, if you're happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. But again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Poem making again? Yep. Okay, let's see. No, I feel like we should get a little Natsuki in there, why not? This is gonna be a rather interesting one. Alright. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut the episode here for today, though, guys. Like, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the episode. I did enjoy playing. I guess I left off with Monica saying, "Aw, man." But, yeah. Other than that, though, guys, I guess that, that's it then. So our autosave file. Pick up a different save file here. Exit DDLC for now. More side stories. So I have side stories, trust and understand. To get all 6 side stories, try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. So far I've gotten 2 of them with Yuri. So the first side story is with Monica and Sayori, and the second one Sayori and Yuri. Then the pictures. Let's have a look. Wallpapers. Then poems. This is Sayori's second poem. Yeah, we don't get to look at Natsuki's second poem. Yuri's second one, Monica's second one. Write a poem for Yuri. Write a second poem for Yuri. In Act 1, write all 3 poems for Yuri. Huh. What about promo? Enough of a promo. We have new music? It doesn't seem like we do. Nope. %60% data collected. Alright. Again, guys, I do feel like this is going to be it. Hope you guys did enjoy this. And if you guys did, stay tuned for episode 3, hopefully this Friday. And I'll try and make a pretty long episode 4, but I don't know why. I just started to feel a little nervous with how DDLC has been going so far. Then again, though, I do want to try and give it my all. But anyways, though, I suppose I'll see you guys in the next one. If you did enjoy this episode of DDLC, why not hit the like button? And if you're new around here, maybe you could subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you never miss an episode on the channel. Whenever I stream games like Dauntless, Fortnite, which Fortnite has been kind of dead. Maybe continue Doki Doki, since, well, obviously we are going to be doing episode 3. I'll try and record or I'll stream an episode often as I can, which will most likely be mainly around the weekends. Other than that, comment down below what else do you want me to play. I recently got Monster Hunter, so I could start playing that for you guys as well eventually. But yeah. Without further ado, though, I will see you all in the next one. Sayonara, everybody.